For some couples in a long-distance relationship during the current COVID crisis, it's been a real test as to just how strong their relationship really is. Sadly, I've spoken to many people on this channel over the past few months who are really struggling with their plans around seeing each other this year, which now seems highly unlikely, and some of those couples sadly have just given up. It's for this reason I felt compelled to do a video to give important information couples may be missing so their relationship stays on track. And really, these 3 tips I'll give you are reasonably simple to do, but sadly, many at this time will fail to do so. So be sure to watch the entire video to ensure your relationship doesn't become a negative statistic of this virus. No doubt, being apart at the best of times can certainly be rather difficult, and with the current crisis, it can add so much extra stress, pressure, and even place doubts in the minds of the couple. But the couples that will be able to get through at this time will be the ones that are able to see a light at the end of the tunnel, and they will have the belief in each other and their relationship. And the ones whose relationship ends, sadly, have trouble seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and possibly the relationship just wasn't strong enough from the outset. In any relationship, we will face challenges in many different ways, and we must be strong enough as individuals and as a couple to overcome these challenges. For many couples, COVID is throwing out a rather big challenge, some of which may only have just started their online dating journey, and for others who are married but in different countries awaiting the visa process, it certainly will be heartbreaking that they can't be together as husband and wife should. And what is really making things hard for some is the unknown. That is, the unknown around when you can fly to the Philippines to be together. Simply, no one knows for sure, and this can cause great anxiety for some. And I really do feel sad for those couples who have ended their relationship, because possibly they've missed out on so much and may be left wondering what if for many years to come. One needs to realise that through adversity comes strength. It's easy to be in any relationship when things are all good and we have no worries or stress placed upon the relationship. The real test of the strength of the couple comes during trying times like many are going through right now. The good news to take away is that there are things you and your partner can do during this time apart to actually build the bond and strengthen your relationship. So when the lockdowns finish, the borders reopen and the flights resume, you guys will be stronger than ever. Just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this video, then please subscribe and press the bell for future videos. As we have over 650 videos in our various playlists, and we would love to have you as part of our community. The first tip I want to give you is how you guys communicate with each other right now and moving forward until this crisis is over is absolutely critical to the success or failure of your relationship. Now, we all know that communication is always important, but right now we're communicating more online with each other, either via messenger or video chat, far more than we have normally done before. This is because many people may not yet have returned to work, or sadly, for some they may have lost their employment. So naturally, couples may be chatting far more with each other at this time. But with this comes a few potential problems one needs to be aware of. The first thing here, and possibly the most important, is around speaking negatively around COVID. Now, what I mean here is by spending your chat time talking about how much COVID has ruined your plans to be together and really bringing each other's mood down. We all know that COVID is a real downer, but you don't have to be continually reminding your partner of this. Doing so will only make each of you more anxious and possibly start doubting if you or your partner will actually make it through. So you both really want to be spending every minute online with each other in a positive way. Speaking about and being positive with each other will instill confidence in each other, and if one was starting to feel a little down, then your positivity can easily lift them back up. Just think about it for one moment. Do you want to spend your time talking about doom, gloom and heartache? Or do you want to have a more positive and uplifting conversation? This is something that many don't consider but really should, mainly because they're too wrapped up thinking about how COVID is ruining their chance to be together. By staying positive at this time is showing your faith and trust in each other and the relationship, and may just make the difference between failure and success. The second tip that can really help during this time is to organise a virtual date night with each other every week if possible. Now, some of you guys are going to be sitting there and saying, oh, how corny is that? But think about it. If you guys were together in real time, then most likely you guys would be going out on dates once a week or so. Having date nights is a good idea even in normal times when you guys are apart, but now it's crucial. After all, it could still be many months before you guys can be together in person. So dress for the occasion and organise some food and drink for each other. Now guys, you may need to make sure she has enough money to buy her food and drinks. And if you really wanted to make her feel special every now and then, perhaps send enough for her to buy a new dress. It just adds to the atmosphere and the feeling that you guys are close together. But really, around the new dress, guys, that's your call. It's not essential. And perhaps you could also organise some romantic music to be playing softly that you could both listen to whilst having your dinner and conversing with each other. Just think about it. You guys can't go to a restaurant, but you can still have a meal together, chat to each other and look into each other's eyes, much the same as you would if you were eating out together somewhere. Sure, it's not exactly the same, but in some ways it's even better, simply because she'll know that you've cared enough about her and the relationship to make a big effort. Simply, this allows the two of you to continue to build and strengthen the love and the bond between the two of you, and it's a sign that nothing will defeat you guys. Now, my third tip to really protect your relationship during this time is making sure that she knows that whilst you may be a world away, you're always available to her. She needs to feel as though she can rely on you as her partner if she's struggling in any way, much the same as she would do if you guys were living together. And if she knows she can rely on you for emotional support when she's going through a tough time, it will make the distance seem far less. Remember, if you guys are in a serious relationship, or possibly even engaged or married, then your role when apart has not changed to when you guys are together, and she needs to feel it and believe it. By providing emotional support and possibly some financial support for you guys who are in serious relationships, it will bring about security, which is vital in any relationship. And I'm talking about feeling totally secure within a relationship and knowing no matter what, you have each other's back. Doing these three things during this extended time apart will undoubtedly lift each other's spirits by being positive. You guys will be giving each other special attention during dinner dates and having real and meaningful conversations. And of course, letting her know that you're always there for her no matter what, and you always have her back. Now, as I said at the start, these three things may seem rather simple, but ask yourself, are you doing these three things? Now, I'll bet that most of the couples who have already been beaten at this time were most likely not even doing one of these things I mentioned here. Sometimes in relationships, especially when we're stressed, we fail to do what we need to do. And I hope this video and these three tips will be a reminder that certainly help protect your relationship during this unknown time apart. For more information and tips around relationships with a wonderful Filipina, be sure to check out the playlist on screen now. Thanks for watching, stay safe and take care.